Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the RLSA playoffs, championship, whatever you want to call it. I am Chase, followed along with Ashatoon as my co-caster.
Hello, hello.
Uh, Due to time, we are gonna get things kicked off right now. We're just heading straight into this game.
Quantum 4-0.
Quantum 4-0, yes, I agree. Quantum 4-0. Will this be close? I don't think so, but
Hey, give him a
you
chance.
never know. Tacos. We're back. We're ready. Game 1. Quantum versus Terrible Twos. Obviously both these are playoff bound, so they're both good. We've seen the Terrible Twos a lot. It's our first time seeing Quantum into the top 8. So number 2 seed versus the number 7 seed, correct?
Yep, that would be correct. And of course, both of these teams, they've done everything they can. And K-Dogs is going to start things off with a goal here.
Early goal. We weren't even ready for that. It's a beautiful shot downfield. Cross mat caught Frozen. A little bit out of position there. And Terrible Twos. Maybe the underdog. Big underdog.
Oh, yeah. That's a great way to start, though, for the Terrible Twos here. Get momentum going on your side here, and you just got to play smart, right? You know this team, skill-wise, on paper better than you, so you gotta beat them somewhere else on the field. And there's K-Dogs here. We know he can play. Here he goes. K-Dog's going for a double tap.
touch.
Oh my goodness.
He is maybe he's just gonna peeking tonight. Who knows? Professor Pie trying to get him. Frozen gonna take that away. Goes for a high flick. K-Dogs has to control this on the backboard. Tries to get up for Noka. That's a beautiful save there from Professor Pie. We need to see that tonight, especially against the number 2 seed. Frozen's gonna put one in. Fortunate bump there.
Smart bump here. By them. Frozen misses his first shot. Just remove the defense and give him a second chance. Professor Pie not able to get back to that one.
And I mean, that was a great first save, but yeah, I think he couldn't recover on. Tries to go up for that. Frozen hit. Dogs abusing the ball. A good 50 on Frozen. Now it's just Noka on the defensive line. Professor Pie waiting for Noka to get a touch. But recovers really well. Beats him. An open net? No. Frozen takes it to the wall. Plays it to the corner. It's an angle on that. That's on target. Professor Pie trying to get a good shot on, but ball wide. He's up for that. Beats out
good
Noka
pass.
on the backboard.
You got to be careful there for the Terrible Twos. You like to see them go for that kind of stuff, but they were a little bit both caught in that corner. And now a shot the other way. Professor Pie, he's looked solid so far here in game 1. K-Dogs here has looked good. You got to keep it up, though. Professor Pie not able to get that shot on, though. I mean, these teams are feeling each other out. As soon as Quantum kind of figures out what they need to do, you're going to see a lot more offensive pressure at the very least. So you gotta keep it tight for the Terrible Twos and keep that going.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I might regret saying 4-0. I mean, even though it's game 1, they are feeling each other out. I mean, Dogs and Pie so far half through this. Oh. I wait out for a little 50. Professor Pie kind of waiting back, not really trusting in that play, but works out in the end. He has the ball here, and let's see what he can do. Like a little boost. Now Frozen. Control this. Gets one touch, and K-Dog.
What a save.
Beautiful save there.
Excellent save there from K-Dogs. Positioned himself perfectly to get a read on the play. He knew where that shot was going. It was a world-class shot. Elite shot. But he knew what to do there. Professor Pie, nice job on the back check there. It allows K-Dogs to activate on offense.
And I like to see this. I feel like, I mean, hopefully I'm not overthinking this here, but like, you can see Professor Pie is playing his role as a second man, playing his role as a supported player, and K-Dogs is working. Okay, this is what you expect, and honestly, Terrible Twos have looked better compared to Quantum. I feel like Quantum are just going at the ball, doing whatever, not really having a strategy to it, and Try to get an air bump there, but I mean,
Yeah, no, I agree.
Quantum
Uh-oh.
so-called looks sloppy, and that's a beautiful
Oh!
dunk from Professor Pie to put them up 1. Frozen just
What
had
a
no
play.
choice.
Professor Pie just bangs it downfield. Frozen tries to cut in for that boost, not able to get it. It looks like he had enough. Opts to go for that, and he gets dunked by Professor Pie here. What a start for the Terrible Twos.
Hey, this is really unexpected, but
Hey,
who
they're
knows?
playing hard.
They're playing.
It
They're
looks
playing
like
to
they've
win,
they've
and I
done their
like that.
film study. They've worked hard. Quantum's just here. You know, they've shown up. At least that's what it looks like from what we've seen so far here. But they still have lots of time left to get this back here. Look for the offense to kind of ramp up here in this final minute for Quantum.
And if you're Terrible Twos, I mean, obviously you don't want that coming your way, but you change up the playstyle. Do you try and play more defensive?
No.
That's what I'm thinking. You just gotta keep
you
up.
play exactly the same.
Yeah, you just keep doing what you're doing. Don't really try and change anything, knowing that this is gonna come your way. And Oka gets the 100 boost from him. They send it downfield. Frozen the ball there and get a 50. K-Dog beats Noka, but Noka recovers and get a good save. Now it looks like a 2-on-1. Frozen takes it slow, trying to get away. And Professor Pie just getting a really smart challenge there. Fakes out the first challenge, then actually challenges. Now he's just playing it slow. K-Dog's going behind him. Noka
Good challenge.
trying to 50 it, but waiting on the boost now. Frozen, here he comes. Seen the mechanical comeback before. Late seconds from him. Now Noka
Oh yeah.
sends it up.
Good demo.
He is dead though. Professor Pie gets a touch at the corner. Wants them trying to look what they can do. They can't really do much. Noka hits it into the corner.
Final chance.
And we see a 0 here.
Pass down.
K-Dogs has to wait and he gets a good save. But Noka's there.
It's still up.
He's got the dribble. It's a
The
flick.
flick.
K-Dogs misses and then Terrible Twos are gonna take game 1. That is unexpected.
Say the least here. What a game from the Terrible Twos. That is perfect from start to finish from them. Obviously, you let in the 1 goal, but that's going to happen in this game of Rocket League.
Especially against Quantum.
Yeah. If you're Terrible Twos, there's no better way to start this game. This series, rather. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words here. Quantum.
Both of our predictions are wrong now. So.
Yeah. And, I mean, for better, not for worse, right? It gives us a lot here. On paper, this is a 4-0 for Quantum. They've already defied that odds. Now, here's the tough thing, is can you do that consistently? Can you shut down this Quantum offense on a consistent game-to-game basis? We know Quantum, they're going to start to lock in here in Game 2. The offense started to ramp up here towards the end.
Yeah,
But now let's see what happens.
Terrible Twos, if they play like they did last game, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Who knows?
Can we see a potential game 7? Maybe a forfeit from the Quantum due to time. But I would love to see that, bro. That would be great. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best outcome. Good save from K-Dogs.
He's been amazing on defense so far. Professor Pie jumping in at that double commit. Now he does get the challenge. Beats out Noka. Now Frozen has to wait for K-Dogs. K-Dogs controlling that well.
And Quantum, we've seen... Sorry. Quantum, we've seen their speed. They beat Terrible Twos to, like, I would say probably 75% of the balls they go for on a 50-50 basis. But Quantum are just continuing to give them the respect and the space that you can't afford to give anyone. They got to tighten that up. They got to be more aggressive. Because this Terrible Twos team, they're playing good enough to win here.
Yeah,
and yeah, that's my take on it and the adjustment they need to make.
Beautiful fake there from. That's a 1v1 K-Dogs. He's been
and they finished though. Good luck and bang.
And even though they did get that first goal in this game, I feel like Quantum, they just need to get these routine touches. I mean, you can see Frozen, for example, he went for a double touch, didn't get it, kind of whiffed the ball and made Noka a little bit awkward. And if you're Quantum, you know you don't do that often, so maybe clean that up and the series can turn around. A good shot there. K-Dogs now has control. It's almost a 1v2, but Frozen comes in clutch. Professor Pie keeping the offense though. trying to get these good midfield challenges. We saw it last time they played. They had good midfield challenges, but Frozen
Oh,
gets a good shot on. That's 2-0. Quantum.
K-Dogs is falling out of the net here. He jumped a little bit earlier than I think he would have liked. He was just trying to transition to the ground, picked a bad time to do so. Frozen capitalized.
Yeah, I mean, a player like Frozen knows when to capitalize on those in those opportunities. You can see now Quantum getting their offensive groove going, and this is what we expected. Kind of a miss
Yeah,
there from K-Dogs too.
yeah. Here come the mistakes, right? Terrible twos making the simple mistakes here that they didn't make in game one, and unfortunately, that's the difference between winning and losing at this stage of the season. As Frozen puts in his hat trick goal here.
I mean, and obviously it's a good attempt there. It's a really good shot, and Quantum. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. This series is so weird
Uh-oh.
so far. A misplay there, but there probably comes in and gets the goal line saved. Let's keep in
Watch
mind
out.
there is still 3 minutes in this game. There is still a chance for terrible twos. I mean, we've seen it before happen in 30 seconds. I remember
Yeah.
that was crazy, but see now.
The Quantum have blown leads in the past, but not of the 4-goal mark. That I haven't seen that before from Quantum here. I've seen 4-goal leads in the RLSA blown. I have, but you got to get something going now because the deficit is just so massive at this point. Once time becomes a factor, you start rushing. They know you're gonna start rushing, and it's just it's a totally different game at that point. Quantum playing so much smarter in game 2 here.
Yeah, I mean, Professor Pi and K-Dogs both know that they both know that they come into this series expecting to be the underdogs, and if you just try and what I say outsmart them instead of playing more mechanical. I mean, that is the way to go. I mean, I think you can
They did
ask,
in game 1.
and that's what they did. Game 1 they won. Obviously, you know, mechanics will help you in this series, but I think so far K-Dogs likes to play that smart role, so along with Professor Pi, excuse me. I think that's the reason why they can say they're in the talks for being championship contender. Not speak.
Didn't do your warm up for casting, huh?
I did not. I was too busy warming up for my series, which is gonna take place after this series. Stay tuned, if you can. I know a lot of people.
Here we
have
go.
a life.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Bang.
First goal for Terrible 2. Coming in late though. Too late.
K-Dogs puts it in after the pass. Too late is yet to be determined. A minute and a half, 3 goals. I don't know. It's going to take a lot of offense and a lot of tricky plays. But hey, we'll see what happens.
And I know something that Quantum don't do well with is that physical gameplay. We've seen it before. Quantum, they've had some shaky series before when the physical gameplay happened, and I feel like if Terrible 2s can imply some of that, especially how they did game 1, they play like how they did and implied demos, I think this series could possibly go their way.
Well, in game 1, the physical game was totally being controlled by the Terrible 2s. Game 2, immediately first thing we see, the biggest adjustment from Quantum was that physical play. We saw them start to get physical on their plays here, and then they were adapting to the attempts as well, much better by the Terrible 2s. So, I mean, they completely came in here and switched up just about everything, and it worked into their favor.
Yeah, and now as we move on to the last 30 seconds in here, I don't think the Terrible 2s are going to get this one going their way. Unless we see a goal in the next 10 seconds, but even so. Can we? Oh, it's over. But, moving on to game 3 here. Anything particularly you think any team should do?
Well, Quantum, keep it up. Simple as that. Keep it rolling. Don't fix anything that's not broken. You win 4-1. You're doing things right. Terrible 2s. As this game comes to a close, my initial thoughts were they looked like a completely different team heading into game two. It was strange. I can't exactly put my finger on what exactly it was, but you got to find that magic that led you to that win in game one, and you've got to bring that back in full force for game two. It just felt like this whole game were flat-footed. They weren't playing as
Definitely.
well. They weren't playing as aggressive. Like the first two goals were just, being out of position, and it's simple stuff like that that they got to clean up. It's the simple things. Make sure you play defense first and let the offense come because most of their offense was off of Quantum's mistakes. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, and I think Professor Pi. I mean, we've seen. I feel like he is really good in the midfield. I mean, especially helping K-Dogs. And here we go, early goal maybe. K-Dogs gets a dunk,
Ooh.
but Luka's back. But back to what I was saying, Professor Pi, his midfield challenges are amazing. And if you can cut off Quantum from going in the air, where we know they can be very dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
that will be big for Terrible 2. Anoka coming down in the 1v1. K-Dog's early jump there.
Watch out.
Can you recover? Professor Pi gets a good touch, and now Frozen on the wall here with 100 boost. Pass to 50. K-Dog's out fizzies him
good
big
bump.
time, and great bump there. Noka will put it in the open.
And watch to see who's controlling the boost game here. Frozen, he ended up getting that corner boost and getting the bump. The perfect pass middle to Noka here. And you're out of position there, right? You got two players in the corner, and they capitalize on it. Can't let that happen.
Yeah, and very unfortunate play there from K-Dogs. I mean, obviously, the last man have to take a 50, but moving on. Play here, I mean, down the field, but Noka has a good challenge. They're stopping it. Frozen trying to shot on, but Professor Pi gets a good back challenge. Now, who has possession? Noka gets an early challenge. You go for a Doomsy here,
Doomsy.
tries to get it, but Professor Pi blocks it off really nicely. Now he's going for the demo. Noka has to get back, trying to help Frozen here. Maybe we can see a demo. K-Dogs does get the bump on him,
Professor
but
Pi.
Professor Pi is not ready for it. And if you're the Terrible Twos, you got to start just going. I mean, you're down a goal, but especially the offensive play in this series, I think you just got to go for that. Noka
Just be a little more ready here. Oh, what a save from Professor Pi. Maybe a little bit more difficult than it had to be, but hey, it's not in the back of the net. That's what's important.
If I saw it correctly, I think Frozen actually nicked him a little bit and made him have to jump really late, but it worked out. And that's
What
a
a shot.
beautiful shot.
Holy cow, K-Dogs.
K-Dogs hits it perfectly onto the corner, off the corner
What
of
a
his
pass,
car.
too.
Yeah, a beautiful pass there. Like I said, midfield challenges from Professor Pi is gonna set up a lot of things. And Noka couldn't save that bang of a shot. And now we're all
I
tied
can't
up.
blame him. He wasn't positioned great for it. If he's positioned better, that's probably a shot. They started to play a little bit more aggressive with their positioning, and it worked out for them handedly in game two. K-Dog's here. I'll stop and let you cast.
What a fake! But Frozen.
Almost.
And I do like that play there. Noka goes in all in for the challenge in case he gets a shot, and Frozen predicting the fake. That's a really smart play there. Good teamwork. But now, K-Dogs, we on a 1v1 in the air. We've seen his air dribbles. Gets it past, but actually
Good
no,
50.
Frozen. A really good touch, and now Professor Pi has to get a good touch.
That's all you need from Professor Pi, because you got that 2-on-1. Obviously, K-Dogs doesn't get the shot you want there. But that's the kind of offense and midfield presence that you want to have if you're the Terrible Twos. Watch out there.
That was a beautiful shot from Noka, but right off the post. I mean, if you just hit that a little bit lower, that's definitely a goal. And that's a bang from Professor Pi. Noka
Bad touch. Watch that shot, and it's just off target.
Professor Pi, another great midfield 50, but no one there to follow it. Now Frozen's going to get a free beat.
Watch out.
And K-Dog's clear this. He's low boost, and actually, in fact,
That's
zero
open.
boost, and that's going to be an open net. And
You knew it as soon as you saw Professor Pi move out, and then K-Dogs is on the wall. Who's guarding that net? Let me tell you, a whole load of nobody. Bad play from Professor Pi. He kind of went out a little bit too far. Instead of cycling and rotating back, he went for the 50, but hey, man, they're playing aggressive.
You gotta
sometimes it'll work out, sometimes it won't.
I mean, it's a high risk, high reward, but I mean, This is go big or go home. This is a elimination game here. Whatever team loses here is eliminated.
Well, this game isn't, but
oh, that is?
the
Oh,
series
yeah,
is.
the series is. Another fake attempt there from goes way now. Good touch there. Noka having to control it. Brings it out in front of his net. Now it's awkward. K-Dog's going up in the air. Oh, no, he
Good
actually opts
pinch.
to go for a pinch.
Oh,
That's not the touch you needed, though. Now, Professor Pie, good fake there not to dive in, knowing that he was probably beat to that ball. And
I like that possession play from Professor Pie there, bringing it back. I think that's smart. And now you got a challenge there if you're K-Dogs. He got away with
good
it that
touch,
time.
though.
Got to
But
get up for
Noka
Noka's
missed.
double.
That's a routine shot, though.
Here we go.
I mean, he's going for the
One-on-one.
bump.
Oh, the demo play.
Oh,
He slowed down, and Professor Pie's a little late to the party. He's going to secure that mid boost. Frozen's on 0 here.
makes it for Noka.
But Noka
Noka
comes
trying to
in.
get a shot. But he gets that corner boost. That's big.
How is that corner boost there?
Oh.
Oh, man. One of those terrible twos players needs to take that corner boost. And now here you go. Final 45
Spawned again,
seconds
and
for
Noka's
terrible
gonna grab
twos.
it. Final 40 seconds. Can we see something happen offensively for the terrible twos? Professor Pie, wait, is that an open net?
Nope.
It looked like a chance, but K-Dog's no.
Here we go. K-Dobbs
Can
for
he
the
get
double.
the double touch? Yes, he can! He's putting his team on his back with these goals. I mean, obviously Professor Pie is doing good, but K-Dog's beautiful read off the backboard there, putting it in a spot where Frozen might have been able to save it, but just couldn't read it in time. Good touch, and we are all tied up in the final 30 seconds.
Oh, what a play from K-Dogs there.
Oh no! Oh no!
Off the kickoff.
And we've seen this before happen. I think with the terrible twos especially. Correct me
Professor
if I'm
Pie
wrong.
went for boost. That's that 2v2 miscommunication. If you go for boost, you got to get it back to the player who goes for boost. Otherwise, cheat up. If you cheat up, that is not a goal. Or if you rotate back into the net, probably not a goal. But heck of a shot there from Noka to put it. And now it's, once again, a 1-goal deficit for the terrible twos.
But we've seen him happen. We've seen it. It happened in 20 seconds last time. Can it happen again? Frozen gets a good shot on K-Dog's having to touch the corner. Now Noka keeping up that pressure. Frozen opts to go back, but the touch now. Just trying to stall time. Professor Pie has to get a touchdown field. Last chance. It's still up, but not
There it
for
is.
long. I'm gonna take game 3 here in what I think was. Did they deserve that win in your opinion?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they earned it. I think that they were the better team. I think K-Dogs made some outstanding individual efforts to keep them within the game. But it came down to, once again, those simple mistakes, right? Quantum, in my opinion, was the better team. Last game, obviously, and then in this game, it was much closer this game, what I'll say. Terrible twos, they didn't play bad by any means, but like I said, it was 2 outstanding world-class shots from K-Dogs that kept them in the game, right? You can't be relying on that alone. And if you are, you need to be playing more sound defensively, right? They gave up some pretty cheesy goals, in my opinion. So either
Especially
lock
like
down
the
that defense, or you gotta commit more on offense. Those are your 2 options.
Yeah, and I feel like the Terrible Twos have played amazing so far compared to what we thought they were gonna play like. But on to game 4 here, Quantum lead the series 2-1 out of a best of 7. A beautiful shot there, but oh, get back. Professor Pie leaves that corner boost, and Noka's gonna take it and the ball from him. Not good. Right, we just saw it twice happen. But hey dogs, that's a good beat. Frozen, last man to beat, goes for the boost, but Professor Pie, where are you?
All the way back.
That is just.
And then that's not a great 50 either.
And I feel like you're the Terrible Twos. You got to realize that you're creating these
clear.
opportunities in these 2v1s. But if you're just in the backfield, nothing's gonna happen. And I feel like honestly, they could have probably won some games just off that.
Uh-oh.
A misjump there from.
Awkward touch.
Now he's throwing the ball low boost here, as you can tell, trying to get it to Frozen, but Professor Pie in the midfield. You know how he is. The good cut off, but K-Dogs, not the
Not a
jump that
great
he
touch.
wanted, and that's a backflip. He cuts off
Chaos.
K-Dogs, and a bit of panic there. Terrible 2 defense.
That's a good word for it. It's been a lot of panic from both sides there. Big boost grab there.
Oh!
But now K-Dogs, he's going to have a chance here. He's got Professor Pie with him 2-on-1. What can he
Trying to
do?
go for that
Noka, not
bump.
the best touch, but he recovers well. Bumped by his own teammate, it looked like.
And I like how the Terrible 2s are trying to imply physical gameplay, as we just saw a demo there come out from K-Dogs. Just wide there. And I like how this offensive pressure is going so far. But can they keep it up? K-Dogs has to get one to the corner. Now Noka finds the angle, but Professor
Outlet
Pie's
pass.
still frozen. Has boost to work with, trying to get it down. Noka now has it going on the wall. You gotta jump. You gotta put a hand up for this one. Professor Pie
There's the
tries
hand.
to. It's off the crossbar. Frozen gonna get the little up and want some. Looking
Man.
nice.
I don't think that's how Quantum drew it up, really, but they'll take it, right? You got both players committing for Noka's shot. Professor Pie goes a little bit too over the top with that one, and then K-Dogs a little bit too low, jumping for that beforehand. I think he was anticipating a double tap, but either way, you just leave a wide open shot for Frozen.
That's... Oh my goodness.
Oh, the
it's
bump.
still a
Doesn't
goal,
matter.
But, I mean, that was just barely... I mean, how did this go out?
I don't know. He had an open net to shoot at.
Close, but just a misflip there from K-Dogs, and if you just one simple mistake like that, we've said it all series, one simple mistake, Quantum are gonna capitalize. As they're down 2-0 right now, 3-0 make it.
Ooh, make it 3.
This is not looking good for Terrible 2. The momentum I feel like has shifted from game 1 now into Quantum's favor, as they've won 2 straight, looking like the B3. And if you're the Terrible 2s, what are you doing right now? What do you? Is there anything you need to do? Anything you need to change up, or
Get back to how you were playing beforehand. That's all I can say, really.
it feels like they've been doing that, but Quantum has just warmed up. That's what I'm saying.
For sure, yeah.
I think Quantum have just finally found their groove, and we know how they are. Terrible 2s have put up a fight, may I say? Like Quantum.
Absolutely. Here you go.
Came into this series expecting,
Look at that.
you know, just to
Oh my goodness, what a save.
casually play, but
Golden platter. They handed the goal to you, and they said, no, thank you. We'll let you clear that one out.
Recovery from to send that downfield. Now trying to he dodges the bump, gets it around Professor Pie with the wave dash. That was smexy.
Hat trick goal from Noka here. Gets the jump over the demo attempt. Professor Pie with a weird jump of his own, and Noka just puts it in the back of the net.
4-0. I mean, this is what we did expect. They did put up quite some numbers, but I will say, I mean, going back to what I was saying earlier, Quantum, they came into the series probably expecting just, you know, casually play and, you know, not really trying, but look at this. Definitely seems like they've walked in, they've got the comms up, they are now trying.
Oh, Professor
Pie
Pie,
just not ready for... Like,
yeah, you gotta respect all your opponents that make it this far. They've made it here for a reason, so if you underestimate them, they could surprise you.
Oh no! K-Dogs backflips again, and maybe it's a controller problem. Very unfortunate. Okay, gonna put in the open at 5-0 going into the final minute of this game, and not looking good.
Nope, you gotta move on to the next game. Obviously, you have your season on the line here. Quantum looking to move forward and face their next opponent in the semifinals, but Terrible 2s, they're still looking at their season here, and Professor Pie says it's not over.
I mean, if I'm Professor Pie, I'm saying it's over. I'm just glad I got a goal. But, you know...
This game might be over, but that's a sign of life for Terrible 2s. You know, Professor Pie, offensively not putting up big numbers throughout the playoffs and the wild card,
Not the assists.
rather.
I feel like he's gotten a lot of assists.
Yeah, no, he has. Offensively, though, he hasn't done a whole lot. Okay, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. We've done this before. We've said it's game over.
Oh, no, but it's actually game over, because even after these 2 goals, it's still a 3-goal deficit. And there's 54 seconds left. Yeah. I think
how much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? We're promoting betting now. Let's not get banned.
We are not. We are not. for legal reasons. That's a joke, but
No, yeah, it's in-game game.
oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness, no way! What just
Oh, I
happened?
thought they trolled.
What just happened? How was that out?
Oh my goodness.
I
That
didn't even see what happened. I just saw the ball just teleport out the net. What happened?
I don't know, that double post out. And I mean, like, if that goes in, yeah, I guess anything's possible at that point. But
Oh my god, I thought I just saw something crazy and then something else just happened that's even more crazier. This is just waste of time. It's over. Don't score any more goals, bro.
they're trying. I think both sides would like to put in some more goals. Wouldn't you say?
I don't want to.
Well,
Actually,
I mean, that's
no,
why you're not on either of these teams.
For Quantum's sake, actually, I want them to put in more goals.
There it is.
A forfeit is gonna come out soon. If they win this game, they barely get out.
Well, there it is, Quantum. They've come back, you know. After game 1, I think we were all impressed by the Terrible Two's performance. Absolutely, as we should have been. But here we are. It's 3 games later and 3 losses later for the Terrible Twos, and there's still no answers. You know, that was the big thing, is they played well this game, but how consistently can they do that? And obviously they've been tested at times, and they haven't played bad by any means. I thought K-Dogs has had some pretty great moments throughout this series so far. But yeah, it's just Quantum right now, just controlling the game, controlling every aspect of it, from the boost management to the style of play, the speed of play. Terrible Twos are playing Quantum's game right now, and that's exactly what you don't want if you're the Terrible Twos.
I'm probably gonna have worded it any better than that. I mean, that just pretty much just nails every point there. I mean,
That's aggressive.
On paper and what we expected, it's looking like it now. That's a great passing play just off the crossbar, but Noka probably gonna put. Oh, but K-Dogs able to make it awkward now. Because got boost to work with. K-Dogs gets a beat. Professor Pie
Here
has
it
to
is,
beat
the
on
race.
Noka here, but he opted just to go for the boost, which I don't necessarily hate that play, but I feel like
No,
you
I
gotta go
mean,
for the
I
goal
think
there.
you go for the ball there. You got your teammate there supporting you. One of them, that's just within comms to determine which one of them is going to dive for the ball. I don't care if you both go for it. I mean, it's probably a bad idea, but you just got to get someone to it.
And I mean, I just still like to see that we're seeing opportunities come out from the Terrible Two.
There we go.
Professor Pie? I mean, yet again, we saw
Early in the game, you saw Professor Pie play super aggressive and dive for like a really low percentage play, and then the high percentage plays, he's nowhere to be found.
Try and get a bump on Frozen. Frozen.
Ooh.
I feel like, you know, Frozen usually
There's
hits
the
those
boost
in,
grab.
but a good bump.
Good bump.
K-Dogs take this in low boost though. Or the boost control is in Quantum's favor. Noka gonna send. Professor Pie meets him. Can this be a save? Yes, it is. Now it's a Frozen gonna take it.
Oh, there it is.
It's out, K. That's a good shot.
Oh yeah,
shot.
absolutely.
But
You got to give credit where credit's due. Obviously, these are simple shots, but you got to make the layups if you want to win. Quantum in game 1, they weren't making the layups and they lost. They lost by a goal to a team that, on paper, they were supposed to. I mean, if there was a spread and there was betting, I think that the odds makers would have it as a sweep. Probably all day, maybe 4-1, which we're seeing now.
I mean, Terrible Twos. Yeah. Anything.
Oh, what a move! Professor
No
Pie
way,
trying to do it all.
wait,
Oh, he gets the 50. K-Dogs, bang!
Professor Pie just came out of
Single-handedly just
nowhere,
torched the team.
and I mean that's just
Where's Quantum?
That's just a beautiful play there from Professor Pie. He stepped up and he made the play. And you don't see that often. No offense, but like K-Dogs is usually that guy, but Professor Pie, man, he can come out and he's ready to play.
Where was that the rest of the series
Wait,
here?
just
Now
look at
K-Dogs, can he cut that in? Yes, he can. And that is a 2-1 lead for the Terrible Twos.
Not over. No momentum.
Oh yeah.
In this game particularly. Maybe not the series, but in this game,
Not an
two
easy shot to
really
hit there.
nice shots coming in. And boy, oh boy, Are Quantum now a little concerned?
See, this is why I love having Professor Pie play that first man. I think consistently you're not going to get as many scoring chances, but when you do, K-Dogs is going to be there in the
Oh
right
no!
spot. And now Frozen, he's going to tie it up. Oh no, what a
Just all
disastrous
by
play.
himself. Takes the ball away from Professor Pie as well, and then
Where's
reads the
K-Dogs
move.
there? Oh no.
I mean, hey dogs, you can't necessarily blame all that play on him. Obviously, it wasn't the best 50 there from Pie, but should have been a routine clear there for him.
Oh,
Now
there's the
again,
shot. Good read
Professor
from
Pie,
Professor Pie.
big whiff
Well,
though. um,
I cashed for cursing everyone tonight. Frozen here.
I know Professor Pie got that 100 boost. I know he's got boost in the tank. It's an
Oh
own goal.
no.
K-Dog's just 0 boost, panicking. Again, another panic play, and I feel like Professor Pie probably could have gone back to this without being dangerous.
Yeah,
Frozen
maybe.
backed off pretty far.
Well, look at that. K-Dogs, he's the man. He's the man who put them up by a goal. And now two poor plays from him defensively result in two goals
Yeah.
being scored in quick succession there. Not what you want to see.
But can they turn things around? That's a beautiful clear downfield, bouncing right in the middle, forcing a double commit there from Professor Pie is playing that first man role perfectly right. Getting a good pass to K-Dogs. Can we see it? Sends one out the play, but takes too long, and Noka's going to read that. Now,
Yeah, as soon as
the
you
other
pop
way.
that up high, you kind of knew.
It's a beautiful double fake from
Wow.
Noka. And that's going to put them down 2 now. Final minute and 30 seconds.
There's the panic. There's the rush from the terrible twos. How quickly things can change. Obviously, you're playing a super high-powered offensive team like Quantum there, but man, that's just another simple mistake there. Double commit on the defensive front line results in a goal.
Yeah, and this is just... We need to see a big play come out from one of the players. No, Mike, that's a beautiful pass.
That's a good
but
pass.
what a save there from Noka getting the pre-flip.
Tries to go for a flip
Pulling
reset.
the ball. Here a boost. K-Dog's not Frozen wasn't he's a boost, gets the corner boost stolen from him. A great pop-up. Frozen there to clear it away. 50 seconds left. Playoff or season
On the line here
Season on
for
the line
terrible
here.
twos. 45 seconds. It's do or die now. They need a goal,
Frozen
and they're gonna need it now.
cuts it off. He put it away.
Frozen
Trying to get the double touch. 30 seconds left now.
trying
Professor
to call
Pie.
the season there.
Trying to get a bump.
Good
Does
bump.
get it. 1v1 opportunity.
Watch out, K-Dogs.
But he gets a demo.
Good demo.
24 seconds. Play the wasting time strategy. I like it. Professor Pie.
Good play there from Frozen. K-Dogs, he's got to
K-Dogs
make
get
something
one.
happen here.
Frozen plays
Professor-
it on the side. 10 seconds left. It doesn't look like it's going to go the way unless they get something miraculously. Frozen wasting out the time, and that is game.
There it is.
Quantum take the series in 5 games. I mean, they're going to advance. They're going to keep it up. Trying to get one more maybe on the road here. But
Quantum did everything that they needed to in the series. Obviously, slow start for them. They lose game 1 in the fashion that they did. Not ideal, but they made the proper adjustments that they needed to. Credit all the way to Terrible Twos for playing a heck of a series. And congratulations to them. Top 8 this season. Excellent season for them.
not a bad finish
I don't-
at all. Especially
No,
the way
you,
they
you
went
can't
out.
be
They
disappointed with
played
that. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, Professor Pie had his moments. Obviously, K-Dogs had his moments here in this series. But really, what it came down to was, I think Noka had one of the better playoff series of his career tonight. He played really, really just lights out. And then Frozen played very solid to support that team. And Quantum's a scary team moving forward, right? Because Noka has a great night, but from what we can see there, Frozen Frozen did not have the biggest
Ugh.
per se, so that just is a much higher ceiling for Quantum moving forward.
Yeah, and we've got both players from Quantum in the call right now. First things first, how you guys feeling after advancing to top 4?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. Uh-oh, that's not good.
I feel like I'm gonna just assume you guys were expecting and wanting a sweep. And
No.
That and
That
that was the worst 5 games of Rocket League I've had to play in my entire life.
I mean,
I've had worse, but it's probably been the worst in the past year.
You know, I was just saying, no, I thought you played a pretty solid playoff series there. Obviously, it was just making the layups, nothing fancy. But you got the job done, right? The playoffs are harder. You know, every team that makes it here, they're gonna fight because their season's on the line. So, you know, credit to you guys. I want to ask, like, after game one, walk me through your comms and your mentality heading into game two. Like, what are you saying to each other in comms?
Uh,
Here, I'll say it. So after game one, well, first of all, we already know that we can easily beat them. So the fact that they were playing like that in game one, we realized that we were giving them too much possession because we haven't played together in a bit because we just decided to grind solo queuing and actually try and get like high in rank instead of improving. But besides that, it was a very like annoying game to play because they were just literally in our face the entire time. So the next game that we played, we just decided to not let them do that and to take possession and have very possessional positioning, and just kind of force them into awkward spots because they folded under pressure every single time that they were in it. And that's how we got literally every one of our goals. So
yeah. And Terrible Twos, I mean, obviously, I feel like they played amazing coming into this. I mean, first game, they won, and it was very unexpected. They play almost flawless, in my opinion, but you guys overcame that, won 4 straight. Was there anything you guys talked over after game one?
we were making fun of Professor Pie's kickoffs.
yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Man,
the shade.
I mean, I'm gonna throw this out here. I mean, you got absolutely crossed over by Professor Pie, and he just freaked
Okay,
you guys.
that was a fluke. Okay,
That
that
was
was
a fluke and a
fluke.
half. That's what that was.
Nah, bro,
That's like
that
a
was
ball
that.
by John Sandman play right there.
What wasn't a fluke was like the 18 kickoffs goals we scored on them like the whole
Yeah,
series.
and that one kickoff goal won you guys that one game when they tied it up in the last 30
I will
seconds.
say this though, K Dogs was playing absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he was playing out of his mind.
He was literally peaking. I guarantee you that was like the best he's played in like a month.
Yeah, he played
I
an
would
excellent
I
series.
would disagree.
No, I would not disagree. Chase, let me feel better about almost losing.
Hey, you guys, no, that was a 4-1. That was a convincing win in my book. So,
I don't know,
speaking of
bro.
the win, you guys now have secured a top 4 finish in the season 11 RLSA season. Obviously, you have your sights set on more. What's your goal for this season at this point?
I think every team would agree that the goal is to win.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
good
I mean,
answer. I like
if
that
your goal
answer.
isn't to win, then what's the point of playing?
Bro, what you doing if you're not winning, bro?
So you got 2 series to go. Your next series, I'm gonna have you. You can take your second and think about who you want to play. But if you had your pick to play in the semifinals between Not Right Gaming and the Bobcats, who would you pick?
Not right gaming.
Yeah, not right gaming.
Free W's.
Three
Literally.
W's.
Oh man, I don't know.
Oh my
If they pull
goodness.
up the upset against Bobcats, who knows? They could
Hey,
look
if
serious.
if Terrible Twos are taking games off of you, like I don't know, Not
Oh,
Right
no,
Gaming
don't
could
worry.
sweep you at this
We're about to
point.
kick it into overgear, bro. I'm actually about
True.
to like get back on the grind. I literally, if you check my Steam, I'm like 15 past 2. It's time for Frozen to come back to the game.
Well, hopefully you guys can, show the grind in your next series against the
Yeah,
Bobcats or not right gaming. But enjoy your
it's
win
definitely gonna be the
tonight.
Bobcats.
Enjoy the game 5 win. Obviously, I mean y'all advancing to top 4. So, see you guys. I guess next week. Whenever we play. Guys.
Bye.
All right,
So,
GG's
Alright,
guys.
well,
Congratulations.
GG's.
See ya.
well, you're in the stream here. Don't go anywhere. About to have another game. Well, supposed to have another. But if all possibility, Quantum obviously are gonna take the win against Terrible 2 here in game 5, but Wingdings versus grandparents. Wingdings versus grandparents. Coming up
Yep.
soon. So stay tuned to that. I won't be here. I'll be on the pitch. So
Losing to the
I
grandparents,
hope not.
right?
They called. I'm telling this right now before the series. They called us. They said, "I beg you, sweep us. We're gonna sweep them, and we're gonna win every game by 3 goals. Mark my words. Every game by 3 goals, we're sweeping them."
All right.
Here.
Let's
You
see
heard
it.
here.
All right, I think that'll just about do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, we got another match coming up shortly right after this, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.